Alright, happy Friday to everyone. I don't have the national days like the other videos, but today's gonna be a great day for me. I'm gonna get the USB cords for my DVD so I can rent Bluetooth, and then I'm gonna have my wheel so I can replace it, mount it, and start working. And then I'm gonna see a tiny house today. So that's gonna be awesome. I think it's like 18 feet by 8 feet, like in width. So that's gonna be exciting this morning. And that's gonna be pretty cool. I've been wanting to see a tiny house for a while, so hopefully this one is pretty cool. And it's like really super close, like 2 miles away. Not nothing crazy. So today's story is gonna be it's gonna be called not Finding Con. There's another story I want to do that's called Finding Tori, but this one is Rescuing Con. So Con was my roommate in college, one of my best friends at the time, and I roomed with him my senior year. So this was spring, like barely spring of 2012. Yep, 2012. That was a pretty eventful year, by the way. But okay, so we'll start from the beginning. I know you're thinking like, where are you rescuing him from? But so it was early spring. It was barely a nice day. Like it was the first nice day of spring, and we're like, it was Saturday, no school, no classes. He was like, "What are you gonna do today?" I'm like, "I don't know. Maybe go hiking. Maybe go up the mountain." It was such a gorgeous day, and we were planning for some to do something fun that day. So yeah, I mean, it was a nice day. We're gonna do something fun, and then he said, "Where's some cafe? I forgot the name, but there's this cafe downtownish. I mean, Las Vegas, New Mexico is 2 miles by 1 mile, so there's only like one downtown, and then the Walgreens and the Walmart. But but there was this cafe. He said, "Where is this at?" He's like, "Oh, it's just down the road," and he probably walked because it was so close. But I told him where it was at, and I didn't think nothing of it, because he said someone's gonna meet me there. So I'm like, okay. I don't know who it was. It could have been a student. He could have been turning in, well, not turning in a homework assignment, but maybe getting notes from someone. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just see you when you come back, and then we'll go hiking or something. And so when we went, well, actually, we didn't go. He went. I stayed. I waited for him, and then, so this is what happens next. I'm in the restroom. I get out because it's like a little studio, and once I open the door from the restroom, there's he's handcuffed in our studio, you know, and I'm like, what's going on? And I just like stand there, and there's like two cops there, and they're like, sit down. So I sit down, and then he's just like, I can see he's scared, but outside he's just like playing it cool and playing calm, and so yeah, they take him away, and reason being, I don't know exactly what happened, but I know that he posts a lot of stuff on Facebook about the United States, a lot of like secrets, I guess he's revealing, or conspiracy things. I don't follow that a whole lot, but he's always posting, I guess, bad things about the U.S., which they're bad, but they're true. So someone came to find him, and oh, let me tell you this part, because they've been looking for him before that day. They were already there. The cops were already searching for Khan, and I remember my friend Carlos. He said that the cops asked his girlfriend, Khan, you know about this guy, and then she's like, oh yeah, that's my friend, and Carlos was like, don't say that, like you don't want the cops to find out where Khan is at. So, but they've been looking for him, and finally they decided to meet up at this restaurant, and lo and behold, they arrested him, and they sent him to Santa Fe, which is an hour north of Las Vegas, New Mexico. And it was just, I mean, it was a nice day, and then my friend got, I want to say kidnapped, but I guess he got arrested. And it was, yeah, I mean, from a good day to like a bad day, like in an instant. And so that was, I want to say maybe 10, maybe 1 p.m., but probably 1 p.m. Because it was, I mean, we probably woke up like at 9 or 10, and then he went over there and came back. So I'm trying to figure out how I can visit him at least or do something. And my car is kind of broken. It needs a jump start. I had I had crashed. I think I had crashed a while back. No, because if I had crashed, it would have been drivable actually. So the car was. It just needed a jump start, and then so I look. Well, I don't look. I ask for a jump start, and no one has a jump start plug. I I asked Gabe, and he's like, "Oh no, I've been needing to buy one." I ask around. I walk. I take my bike and I ask around, and no one has a jump start. So after a couple of hours of looking, I decided to borrow my friend's car. I didn't really borrow it because I knew where the keys were at. This friend was my other roommate because there was three guys in that studio. It was me, Con, and Hugh, all from kind of different countries. Originally, I'm from Mexico. Con was from Pakistan, and then Hugh is from Nigeria. But he stayed here. Con eventually made it back home after he graduated from college. He majored in computer science, so that's wonderful. And so did Hugh. Actually, they were both they were both buddies. Anyways, so so I look. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm borrowing my roommate's car. I know where the keys are at. He's taking a nap, so I'm like, I'm just gonna borrow it and bring it back. So I could have gotten in a lot of trouble borrowing his car. You know what I mean? If I would have gotten in a car wreck, I would have been in trouble, or pulled over. I would have gotten in trouble. But I borrowed his car, and then Khan had told me where. Well, actually, I don't think it was Khan. I think it was his parents that were texting me. He's in this place. He's in this place. And so I go to. Oh wait, no, it was Albuquerque, not Santa Fe. They put him in Albuquerque because where I picked him up was downtown Albuquerque, where the trains are at, the transit station, where the Greyhounds are at. That's where he was at when they finally released him. So I go finally with Hugh's car, since no one has a jump start plug, no one has cables to that. So I go over there without a GPS. Actually, I know where it's at. So I drive over there, and then I find him without a GPS, and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much for coming. I bet my parents were like bothering you, but I really wanted to go. Like, I mean, I didn't have. I guess I could have studied or something, but it was Saturday. You had nothing to do. It was a good day until the cops came, and I had to do something. Like I wanted to do something. I think he believed that his parents kept telling me, get him, pick him up. But I had to pick up it was my friend and my roommate, so we were almost like family. And so I picked him up. We ate like a little dinner. When he came back, he was like almost crying because he thought he was never gonna make it out of there. I don't know where he was. He didn't really want to tell me what it was about or where he was. And actually, about a week later, he had to go back, so I gave him a ride. And I was gonna go with him inside, but he's like, no, just stay here. And I'm like, well, I have nothing to hide. He's like, no, just stay here. You don't want to go in it anyways. So, so yeah, that was that. Um, it was 2 weeks later. His family actually comes to Highlands to visit him, and I meet his sister, his brother. He had two brothers, and then his mom and his dad. So that was pretty cool. We all had like a sleepover. Um, so did we go hiking? Yeah, we did. It was before, like towards the end. It was like May before he left back to his country, and it was pretty cool because I had taken him out. I had taken him out to go see magpies. Comment down below if you know what magpies are. Because magpies are a subcategory of crows, but they're black, dark green, and white. So, to me, like the first time I saw them it was in Utah, not in New Mexico. It was Camas, Utah, and they look like little dragons because their tails are long, and they glide. I just love them. Well, it's not my favorite bird anymore, but they were at the time, and I had taken him to see magpies at this one place I saw magpies at riding my bike. And when we first went there, about March or April, we didn't see anything. But this May, right, like I said, right before he went back to his country, he we saw him, and like we were just walking, and I had binoculars, and I gave them to him. He's like, "Oh, that's pretty cool," and we saw him. He was like near a bush. This magpie was near a bush, and we were looking at him, and then after a moment he hides in the bush, and Khan's like, "Oh, he knows we're lusting on his beauty, so that's why he hid or she hid." Khan is awesome. I never would think about it that way. I don't think you can lust on birds. They're just pretty. They're meant to be pretty, but anyways, there's other nice birds I saw in Oklahoma, but that's another story. So we finally saw the magpie I've been wanting to show him, and our last meal was watermelon. Well, that was probably dessert. He probably made dal or rice with something. We always be eating rice, and we ate watermelon for dessert, and that was our last dinner. I remember, and he went back to his country. I was like, "Are you going back because they don't want you here, or because your visa's expiring?" And he's like, "Both, man. No one wants me here." He had like a big beard, so he kind of looked like a terrorist. um, but he wasn't a terrorist. He was all about peace. He prayed like 3 times a day, because I think he was Muslim. I can't remember. But so that's my story of rescuing Khan. I'm gonna keep this short just so you can go out and enjoy your day. But comment down below, what was your favorite part? What would you have done? And again, this was 2012, so I think that's why I rushed through it. I don't remember like every little detail. But hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Don't post anything illegal like Khan. Just kidding. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.